In this circuit, we have three resistances. R1 is given, 10 ohms. R2 is given, 30, and R3 is not given. We know the V0, which is 1.2 times 10 to the power of 2, which is going to be 120 volts. R2 and V2 are given, so let's check it one by one. If you want to find out I2 is going to be V2 divided by R2. V2 is given 45 divided by R2, which is 30. That's going to be 1.5 amps. And since these three resistors are in series, we can say R0 equals to I1 equals to I2 equals to I3, and it equals to 1.5 amps. Now, what else we can do? We can find out the voltage here as well. V1 equals to I1 times I2. I1 we know already, 1.5, and R is 10, so 1.5 times 10 is going to be 15 volt. So V1 is found too. Now let's go and find R3 here. Before that, we need to find out the total I. Total I is, we found it already. We need to find total R, which is RT, or equivalent resistance, which equals to V0 divided by I0. V0 is 120, I0 is 1.5, which will be 120 times 1.5 is going to be 80 ohm. So now we know in series the equivalent resistance is going to be equal to summation of all resistances in the circuit. We're going to say 80 equals to 10 plus R2, which is 30, plus R3, which we don't know that. So it's going to be 80 equals to 40 plus R3. So R3 will be equals to 40 ohm. The only remaining thing here is going to be V3. V3 is I3 times R3. I3 is 1.5, R3 is 40. That's going to give us 60 voltage. So voltage here is going to be 60, 45, and here V1, which is 15. So for example, we have 120 here. It's going to lose 60 of them here, so it's going to be 60 after that, and it's going to lose another 45. 60 minus 45 is going to be 15. 15 in here is going to be 0. Makes sense? Double check it, the number. This is going to be the final answer.